Well, good afternoon, morning or evening, everyone, depending on where you're watching from. We're back on Fichthal. I'm going to maintain that that's how I say it. I got most other things right last week. Anyway. Hi Jody. Hi Matt. Hi Jeff. And hi Charlie. Right. Well, we need to get working on this field. I want to put grass into this one. So we need to get ourselves a cultivator. And we need to get a seeder. So we'll pop down to the store and see if we can get a cultivator to start with. We're not against using workers on this series. You'll also be pleased to hear that I have now taken off all mods apart from the map itself. So eventually, in maybe a month or two's time, when I get this loaded onto a server for multiplayer, it'll be on an even playing field. Ah, it's that naughty bridge. Kept flipping me last time. Right then. Up at the store. Yes, so we need a cultivator and a seeder. Probably another weight as well. Although we have got a weight. It's just on the back of the Massey Ferguson at the minute. Right then. Cultivator. There's a 3 metre. There's a 4 metre. About 160 horsepower. So I've got 150. Which should be fine if we're not going uphill. Let's use the 4 metre one. Customise that to start with. You haven't missed anything so far, William. We've just driven to the store to buy the cultivator. I don't know if these things actually have any effect in the game. I'm fine, thanks, Jody. And a new Jody. Hello. Yes, all of these options are actually no-cost options, and I don't think they actually have an effect whatsoever in how the thing works. So, we shall just buy it as it is. And I am going to get another weight. 1 ton should do it. Yep, let's go with that one. So we need to get in cultivating. Now we've got one field that has been ploughed. And we've got one field that needs to be cultivated. And then seeded. So 2 fields that need seeding. What I might do, well, we'll get the first one cultivated to start with, and then we're gonna get a seeder. I thought I was starting this series off with a lot of money, but it hasn't lasted very long. Now, does this fold up? It does not. Okay. Let's get the beacon on then, make sure that we're all good. How's your day going? My day's going alright. Oh, I've just killed a pedestrian. Oh, that'll teach me for looking at the chat. No, my day's going alright, thank you for asking. It's alright. I mean, work was a bit rubbish, but that's just because people don't listen when they should. Anyway. Let's get ourselves into this field. We'll do 1 lap round the headland and then we'll start going up and down. Or maybe 2 laps round the headland, I haven't decided yet. Okay. Get this lowered down. Oh yes, that's cultivating lovely. And we're getting lots of lovely, nice stones thrown up, which is not so lovely. But never mind. I don't want to invest in a stone picker at this stage. Because we've got plenty more things that we need to think about. We've got 300,000 left, or 310,000 left, I should say. Good chunk of that money to go will be the seeder. Although I'd love to get a direct drill, but the direct drill is a lot of money, and I'll need another tractor to be able to use it. So it'll be about £200,000 just to use a direct drill, which I don't really want to spend, because the 300,000 that we've got left is all we've got. But there's no rules on this game, on this save game, about leasing or using workers. So we can do either. We can lease, and we can use workers. I want everything to be as, I want to play as realistically as possible, which is why we're playing with seasons switched on. And yeah, we'll play with seasons switched on, and we'll continue to play that way as well. So in the previous episode, we managed to get this field harvested. We have got the spoils of that harvest in the silo, waiting for the price to be just right. And yeah, we'll be selling that when we can. The reason I want to make this into a grass field is because I want to make silage out of this field. We've got quite a bit of hay from doing that little patch of grass over there. That's not really a field, it's more just an area of grass that we bought. But yeah, we got some hay. It's too late now though. Too late for what, William? What was I talking about at the time? I can't remember. Yeah. The other thing is we are surrounded by fields of potatoes. And I don't want any potatoes. The equipment to harvest potatoes is extremely expensive. So I'm waiting for the farmers to either harvest them, and I'll be waiting for them to plough them as well, or even plant another crop in there, so I can buy a field with a crop already in it, and then we're going to get some more land. But in the meantime, we've got this field, we've got the grass patch over there, and we have got the ploughed field the other side of the farm. Yes, there might be some direct drills on Mod Hub. However, I'm not using any mods on this series, because if we want it to be a decent multiplayer series, then we need to just use the base game. The only mod we've got is the map, which is a cross-play map, so it is available on consoles as well as PC. No, you can remove the stones. It's not just a texture, Jeff. You could get stone pickers and remove the stones and then take them to a debris crusher. Although I don't think it's certainly not worth the effort in terms of the money you get from the debris crusher. But it does, if you pick the stones out the field, it gives you a slightly better yield, I think, out of your crop, and the machines don't wear out as quickly. So yeah, I am starting to put a server together. It's not overly complicated or overly super fast, but you might be surprised to know that this stream is happening through Wi-Fi at the moment. and the server will be over under the stairs where the router is plugged in, so that it'll be a decent multiplayer server. I hope. That's the plan anyway. So yeah, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, well, there's a number of farms on this map. There's quite a few. So I think there's five or six farms that you could own. If we go for a nice multiplayer server where we have different farms on here, different people join different farms, I thought that would be quite cool. And it's not like a competitive thing or anything like that. It's just a nice, relaxing farm community. I don't know. What are your thoughts? In the meantime, got to get this farm up and going. Gonna have to get the grass fertilised and everything. Hello, Frosty. You've recently found the channel and you like the roleplay series. Well, thank you very much. Very good to hear. Hi, William. Yes, the idea would be if we had multiple farms, each farm would have its own budget, so that people working on other farms would be able to buy their own machinery. So yeah, that would be part of the plan. So that, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking anyway. So this is quite a big field. I'm glad I'm doing this as grass, because I wouldn't want to cultivate it up every year. I'm glad I've got the extra meter on the cultivated now as well. So, to be honest, it isn't going too badly, is it? We've not been going that long with the cultivator. There are farmers out there that just sit doing this all day. I wish I was one of them. So, if we get grass into this field, then we've got to start thinking about what crop we want to get into the field the other side. The field the other side is a little bit smaller. It's, like I say, it's just been ploughed, so it is ready to seed. And we need to think about what crop would be best. Now, I might like to do soybeans, and the reason for that is that they don't need any fertiliser. And at the moment, I don't have any way of applying fertiliser. At some point, we're going to be getting a manure spreader and a slurry spreader, because we've got the cows. We've got the cows to be able to do that. But they're not producing much yet. So that's going to be a little way off, I think. So I think if we put soybeans in the first year... Oh wait, hang on a minute. I've played too long on precision farming, haven't I? I think without precision farming on, soybeans still do need fertiliser. I'm not sure about that. Does anyone else know? Either way, we could do any crop without fertiliser, can't we? Could rent a sprayer. Not a bad idea. Yep. Not a bad idea, William. Definitely could rent a sprayer. It's the it's more the liquid fertiliser that costs a lot of money, and I like to put my money into purchased equipment instead of rented equipment. It just feels like leased equipment is maybe throwing money away a little bit, but not necessarily the case, obviously. But evening, Rob. How are you? So the stones in this field are actually pretty terrible, aren't they? I might go against my better judgment and rent a stone picker, because these are pretty bad. They do need it without precision. All right, thanks, Bears Den Gaming. That's what I did suspect that. So yeah, if we were to do soybeans, they would still need fertilizer without precision farming. So yeah, it doesn't really matter what crop we put into the other field. Yep, I'm good, thanks, Rob. We're just deciding what crop we could put into the field the other side of the farm. This one's going to be a grass, because I need all the grass I can get for silage. But evening again, Jody. But the field the other side is going to be a combinable crop. Hello, Matic. Welcome to the live stream. So, yeah, I mean, this is not a bad seed bed at the minute, but yeah, there is a lot of stones, and I really, really don't like doing stones, so I'll probably rent a stone picker and stick that on a worker over here while we're getting some seed into the field the other side. That sounds like a plan anyway. Need to make note of where the fuel station is at some point, because at some point we're going to need it. I know not yet. Hardly used any fuel so far, and I think I've used this tractor for most jobs so far. Hello and welcome to the live stream. I have seen soybeans grown in the UK. In fact, where I live, last year there were quite a good few fields of soybeans, but a lot of them went to waste. I'm not really sure why, but they were definitely withered at the end of last year. And then I think they were cultivated in, but yeah, there was quite a few soybean fields around where I live last year. So yeah, I don't know, what crop do you think we should put in? We don't need to fertilise anything that's in. It would also be good to get straw from it, so a cereal crop probably would be nice. So straw would be what? Wheat, barley or oats. And it's wheat and barley that I can plant. Ooh, when can I plant them to? Yeah, so wheat and barley I can plant at the moment. Canola I could plant today. The soybeans could be used as a cover crop, you're right. Or oat would have to wait till spring. I'd like to get a crop in the ground today, so I don't think we're gonna wait until spring for that. Definitely be good to get a crop in the ground today. These are horrendous amount of stones on this field. And I'm only doing cultivating. If I was ploughing, it would be worse. Terrible amount of crops. You reckon corn? Nah, corn would be alright. But I would have to buy a new header for the harvester. I'd rather keep with something that I can harvest with the header that we've got at the moment. Oats is a good shout. Like I said though, it'll be waiting till spring. So that's a little bit... Oh, I don't know. Maybe we could wait till spring, because then we might be able to even get enough in the way of fertiliser out of the back of the cows to make that worth it. I don't know. It's something to think about. Ow. What is owl, Jody? Barley or wheat, pretty much. Well, it does sound that way, William. Yeah, sort of talking myself out of everything else, aren't I? Although we could put a cover crop in. Actually, we could put a cover crop in today, and then in March. In March, we go ahead and put in the oats. Maybe that's a better option. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we'll put some oilseed radish in today. And then we can cultivate that in before we drill it next year. Yeah, alright. Let's go with that. Yep. I agree. Bears Den, William. Let's do that then. Cover crop this year, oats next year. So. Cultivating's not going too badly at the moment. It's the stone picker we're going to be leasing. And then I can let the worker use this tractor with the stone picker because the Massey has some weights. Although, having said that, the Massey is also lower on power, and I think stone picking takes less power than seeding. In fact, I know stone picking takes less power than seeding. Hello, country lad. Where have you been? We started 23 minutes ago. Right, there we are for the cultivating. Let's go stick the cultivator down. I'm just going to put it down over here. Boom. After we smack it about a bit. Put it in the undergrowth where all cultivators live. So, what I want to do is take the front loader off, take the rear weight off, and we'll go and get a stone picker that this thing can... We can lease a stone picker, and then the stones can be, well, picked. We won't need a weight on for the stone picker, so... Let's lower it down here and detach. So yeah, stone picker first. We'll go and get that sorted. We'll get it on a worker, get them going, and then we will then we'll get a drill. And, oh look, we've got stones in this field too. So this is the other little field we own. It is only a small field. So that's going to need picking from stone picking as well. Okay, well, we'll do the small field ourselves first, and then we'll let the worker do the big field. We'll create a pile of stones that we can pick up at a later date and take somewhere else. Alright, Bearsden, thank you for joining us. I'll see you later. Hello, Martin. Doesn't matter that you're late. You've joined us. That's the main thing. Although that's not what I said to the country lad. but never mind. Right, stone pickers. So, I think, although I'd like to use the big one, leasing that would be that'll be right. There you go, 2,000, no problems. And it says 200 horsepower, but I don't think it really needs 200 horsepower. So it's the smaller field that I was talking about, William, because in the bigger field we need that to be grass. Desperately need that bigger field to be grass. Because that has all got to go into the pit to be compacted and to turn into silage. So the small field is just going to be oats, and then once the farmers in the area around us have got rid of all their potatoes, then and then given us a few other options in terms of fields to buy with. With a different cropping, that would be ideal. Yes, Martin, I agree. I do find stone picking a little bit boring. However, it is one of those jobs that needs doing. Good evening, Elite Farming, and a few chats to catch up on. Tanashi, hello, how are you doing? I understand why you say stone picking is boring. It is. It's not the best fun in the world. You don't have to get them all, but it does improve the yield, and you can sell the stones. It's just a bit of diversity. And this field needs doing, and the big field needs doing, so that is what we're doing. Obviously this one had been ploughed, so it picked up. There's a lot more stones than you'd expect normally. Although, having said that, I've just cultivated my other field, and that in itself is quite stony. %, full of a hopper at the minute. See, the other reason I like to use the big one here is it's got a much bigger hopper to collect all the stones up that we're picking up. So we're going to have to find somewhere to dump these, because I don't want to put them in the trailer just yet. Until don't want to put them in the trailer till we're ready to take them to the stone crusher, wherever that is on this map, even if it has one. I haven't even checked yet. In fact, let's just double check that we can sell stones somewhere. Stones. There it is, right at the bottom. Ah, the Quarry, of course. Where's that then? Ah, right next door. Up through the potato fields. There it is. That's alright then. Not too bad. So we'll need to get ourselves a bucket for the front loader. Hopefully the rear weight will be heavy enough that we can lift the stones. But we won't necessarily do it in this episode. Yep, it is a big old chunk of metal I have here. I wanted the wider working width The wider working width and the bigger bucket to hold the stones. Yeah. Yes, Martin, that's Martin, that's definitely what local farmers do, put the cultivators in a bush. Why not? Yeah, same reaction from me, William. I am not really sure what that was about. How extremely mature. So yeah, anyway, like I said, we're surrounded by potato fields at the moment. As soon as the farmers have harvested them, and they are ready to harvest now, and put in a fresh crop, not sure what that'll be, but we'll have a selection of fields that we can choose from based on what the crops are. I do want to save a bit of money for that, because the more land we have, the better. Morning, Bendercat. When you say morning, it's evening here. Whereabouts are you watching from? So it does take longer to do stone picking than I think. However, the bucket's not filling up that quickly. So 14% on this field so far. Could do a contract for potato harvesting. I'd have to get the equipment leased as well, obviously. But potato harvesting is one of those jobs that I find even more boring than stone picking, to be perfectly honest. I know you end up with a lot of potatoes after it, but for a start, I've got no need for potatoes. I've only got cows. If we had pigs, then yes, maybe. Oh no, I wouldn't, because I'm not playing with Maize Plus. Yes, I am going to set a worker doing this on the bigger field, William, and then we can go get a seeder. Ah, Melbourne, Australia. No wonder you said good morning. That's crazy that you're watching from Australia. How did you find me? Great stuff. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just going to do this field, William, and then we'll set a worker on the bigger field and we can get on with seeding this one. Ideally, that's what we want to be doing. We're not that far off finishing this field now, you see, so I know I've missed a few. I don't have access to that land. I know I've missed a few, but that's not the end of the world either. One thing I do like about stones is the stones are literally where you can see them. You don't have to cover all the ground. You just have to go over the bits where the stones are, which is really quite cool. Because if I miss bits like the ploughed bits that we've got here, it's not going to say that I haven't de-stoned that part, because there are no stones in it. But I will whip round and just pick up a few of the bits I've missed as well. Certainly the stuff in the middle of the field, maybe not so much the stuff towards the edges. Well, the worker is not going to miss anything at all, but that's going to take forever. Field flipping. I don't know about the ethics of field flipping, Martin. I don't think that's playing really realistically, to be perfectly honest. So Josh, we talked earlier, I think that we're going to put a cover crop in for this year into this field, So we're going to put oilseed radish in for this year, and then we're going to put in oats as soon as we get around to spring. That is what I want to be doing. So when I get the worker going on the other field, I'll do one headland, and then we'll get the worker doing it. Then we'll go and get the other tractor, go get a seeder, and we'll start getting the cover crop in. But first of all, let's get round this field around the edge. See, I think that new roleplay series is bringing quite a lot of people to the channel, which is absolutely brilliant. Because there was a roleplay series previously, however, I'll be honest, I didn't put the time and effort into that. Oh, I've hit a tree. Oh dear. That's not ideal. I didn't put the time and effort into that I should have done. And certainly not the time and effort that I'm doing with the current series. That is taking a lot more time to get the current series sorted. The early life of Robert's Side. Am I going to spread muck? So, I want to spread muck. I don't think we've got any for the minute. I only bought the cows last month. So there might be a bit of slurry. I don't even know if I've got a manure pit. I didn't even have a look. It might be worth getting one, if I haven't got one. But, yeah. Not really sure, to be perfectly honest. Yes, there are trees that would be an obstruction for the worker, but we'll sort it out afterwards. He can get the majority of the field done. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the old series wasn't bad. I'm not dissing my old series. I'm just saying a lot more work is going into the new one. I was proud of the storyline in the old series and everything that happened, but the production values weren't as good. I spent a lot less time on the video editing and things like that. Whereas this time I'm spending a good 2 days a week, well, a day an episode, basically, getting just the editing done. So, when in Daggerwin's Dennis died, he might just have run away and returned to his farm on Bally Spring. I don't think so, because he had dementia, didn't he? Or he had something affecting his memory. Can't remember. It's been a while since I watched Daggerwin's series, but my roleplay series that I'm on at the minute is set in the 90s, so it's basically similar sort of timings to Daggerwin's current series, and that's sort of what I was playing on when I put Dennis into that. I put Dennis into the episode that's just gone live. Oh, I can't remember either, William. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that worker go. When we get a message to say he's stuck or anything, give me a shout, because I probably won't see it. Oh, and we are going to go and get a seeder, which I'm not going to park in a bush. Got the front weight on, so that's good. That's what we'll need. Can't take this little cut through when that's full of silage. Let me just double check. Have we got a manure heap? No. At least I don't think so. No, we've got slurry. We've already got 350 litres of slurry, but that's not much. No, the early life of Robert's Side, that's set in the 90s. I haven't put an exact date on it because I just figured that it would just be in the 90s generally. But no, certainly not in 2022 or 23 as we are now. So did give all the hay to the cows, so they have got enough food to last for a little while. They've got straw in there as well. So they're not producing any manure, but they are producing slurry. So it would be good to get a manure pit, I think. Wonder if I could squeeze one in over here somewhere. Can't have it too far away from the cow farm. That's a little bit of storage space that I really want to hold on to. Oh, hang on a minute. There's my manure pit. I have got one. So that must be close enough to the cow farm. And yes, it is, because I've already started getting manure. 205 litres. So, 205 litres of manure, 350 litres of slurry. That's going to get me nowhere this year. So we're going to have to wait till next year. Thank you. I thought it was a nice looking cow barn as well. I'm definitely more of a fan. Definitely more of a fan of the animal enclosures that are built into the map as opposed to the base game ones like the one over there. I know it is a good looking animal enclosure, but it doesn't really fit in with the Bavarian countryside. You think the Merlot was made in the early 2000s? Well, that's a mistake to make, isn't it? Oh. Well, don't tell anyone. Hopefully nobody will notice. Right. Cedar. Quite like this one. Yeah. Let's get that one. A reasonable one there. Just over our horsepower limit at the minute. And can it do fertilizer? No, it cannot. So we can't have fertilizer with that one. Wheel weights are recommended. And we need to get some seeds. 2 bags of seeds should do us nicely for now. Right. So our seed bags can stay over at the store for a little bit until I've got something to move them with. But I will need to come and get a bucket and and some forks. Is the GTI in the series my favourite car? It's not actually. I'm actually more of a Land Rover person. Is there anything in the sale? Good point. Forgot to look. Oh, there's a nice Fendt. Although, less horsepower than the current tractor. I think if we're going for the older vibe, they're quite bad, but if you go a modern one, they're brilliant. Animal enclosures in the base game. Yeah, I totally agree. And yeah, I completely agree with that. But I think I'm going for a vibe that's more in keeping with the map that I'm playing on, and usually that is an older style. So like the old Stream Farm series that I've got going at the minute, and the Early Life of Robert Scythe, the roleplay series. Then I'm a big fan of the stuff that's built into the maps as opposed to the base game stuff. Oh, this is very heavy on the back end. Especially now it's full of seed. Right then, we want to change that to oilseed radish. Let's get the cover crop in now. We will be buying more fields, not today, because like I said, they're still full of potato, which is absolutely not ideal. But yeah, that's not what we want. We don't want potatoes. So we're going to be waiting for the farmers to change that. So the field that wrapped around the farm there, I want to get. Yep, desperately want to get that field there that wrapped around the farm. And yeah, it should be good. Are we getting John Deere action in survival roleplay? Oof, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I am definitely thinking about it. Now I think from what I've seen and what Gavin said that Owen has a John Deere, and I am due to start doing a little bit of work for Owen, so we might get to use the John Deere at some point soon. I don't know. It'll be good. For older or newer tractors, I like older tractors. I really do. In fact, I'm looking to buy a real older tractor at the moment. A real one, sorry, one not in the game. I say older, you know, sort of a 90s sort of New Holland or something like that would be good. But I've been messed about by some people so far, so I haven't got one yet. I would love a Massey 390T or a 3095 or something like that. So something with a more squarer look. That would be absolutely incredible. But I can't do that at the minute. Just don't have the money. But yeah, there's a chance. I mean, at some point, the young Robert Scythe is going to want to get his own machinery, his own tractor. So there'll be some options there. So, a real one, can we have a tour? Yes, you can. It's not going to be anytime soon. It's got to sell a few bits first to get the money to buy it, and then I've got to find one. But yeah, it would definitely help out around where I live anyway. We get hay made off the bottom field for the horses, and it'd be great if I could do that myself instead of having to pay the farmer, or a farmer, sorry. But yeah, I can definitely give you a tour of that once we've got it. Anyone seen what the workers getting up to? I haven't seen any messages, but I've been focusing on seeding, so not sure if we've had any messages. Yeah, I think I will do a vlog if I get a real one, Jeff. That might be something that I'll definitely consider. Jeremy's Clarkson's farm. Yeah, I could do something similar, although I probably know less than he does, so we'll see. I know, yeah. The cost of it, well, the tractor we bought first was ridiculous, wasn't it? Do I watch Grafted Dagwin? I do. I watch Dagwin pretty religiously, and I watch Scruff's series occasionally. Like, it's not that I don't like Scruff's series, I just seem to run out of time. But I do like Dagwin's, and I do like Scruff's as well. They're both really good. Do you know what? A Massey 392 with a front loader, Martin, that would be wicked. That would be absolutely wicked. Whatever I get, it's going to have a front loader, because that's kind of one of the main reasons for getting it. Lifting stuff up and moving it around. That's what a front loader is for. So I think the seeding's going pretty well so far. We're eating a good chunk of the way into the field. And we've only used 2% seed so far, so we're going to have plenty left for the grass field. Ah, there's my worker. Looks like it's still going. It hasn't got stuck on a tree yet, though it's only a matter of time. Thank you, William. Yeah, the amount of subs has really ballooned since the new roleplay series has come out. I think I might have timed that quite well. So yeah, this cover crop's going to give us one layer of fertilizer. Is it a layer that I want to say? I don't know. One application of fertilizer, I think, is what I want to say. Do I live on a farm or stables? We live on a small holding, which has got some stables. We've built another stable block as well. We've got 5 horses, 2 guard dogs, 9 cats. That wasn't intentional, don't judge me. And yeah, it's all go, all the time. Well, Dagwin and Chainsaw 100 are excellent, but then there's Armstrong Gaming, and Mark's back on the scene, and Sooty Farmer, if you like a relaxed video. Obviously, videos are excellent too. Thank you very much. I do try my best. I do it because I enjoy it, not because I think I'm any good. Although you guys would seem to think so, which is fantastic news. Thank you very much. But yeah, Daggerwin and Chainsaw are brilliant. I've done multiplayer sessions with both Daggerwin and Chainsaw before. Not one-on-one, but as a group session. And yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, I do have to agree. I'll be honest, I haven't looked at any Armstrong Gaming or Mark's Farming or whatever it is. And Sooty Farmer, I have no idea what they are, who they are, to be honest. Obviously, I've watched. Can I tell you our horses' names? Can I tell you our horses' names? Why not? So we've got Ben, which is a strange name for a horse, but that's the name he came with. He's our biggest horse. He's a thoroughbred. He is 29 years old now. So he is getting on. Probably not going to last the rest of the year, if I'm perfectly honest. We've got Hilly. That's the only mare. And doesn't she know it? She has got a proper attitude. There's Woody. He's quite a cool dude, but he walks like he's only got 3 legs. Even though he has got all 4, I have counted them. There's Leo. He's a stocky one with an attitude. And then there's Archie, who really, really doesn't have a brain. He probably can't hear anything over the whistling between his ears. Absolutely thick as anything. I mean, you can put him in the stable, leave the door open. He won't try and escape. All the others do. but he won't even be able to find it. He'll just sit staring in the corner at the back. Well, this is taking longer than the stone picking, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because I don't really want to catch up with the worker so much. Wonder how he's getting on with that tree in the middle. But we'll find out when we finish this, because we'll have to go over there and start doing the grass. Now, I'm gonna say now, the keen-eyed amongst you will have noticed that there isn't an episode scheduled for next week. And that is because next week I'm away on holiday. I need a bit of a break. I'm taking a week off, so there will be no live stream. All the other videos are recorded. They're recorded, they're set, they're scheduled. You're not going to miss out on any of the regular videos. The only thing that I won't be doing is the live stream. But the week after that, on the Thursday evening, we will be back. It's not going anywhere, it's just taking a week off. Just so you know. Come on, find a gear fent. Yeah, so there was that fent in the sale then, but this has got 150 horsepower, and the max you could get on that one was 140 something. So I don't think it was really worth it. No point in just having another tractor on the farm just because we've got the Massey, we've got this. Now, if something comes up in the sale that is, if something comes up in the sale that is a bit more power and a bit cheaper, then I will definitely be tempted. Absolutely, definitely be tempted. But at the minute, I'm very happy with what we've got. 150 horsepower is quite a bit for the size farm that we have at the moment. Right then. This field is going to be grass. How are we getting on, man? Oh, okay. So the tree hasn't got in his way, but he's missed all the stones the other side of it. Never mind. He'll catch on. Right, and now because it's been stone picked, it's going to be incredibly difficult to see where I've seeded and where I haven't. Have we got any sort of... Oh, we have got a texture difference. So it might be alright. Yeah, it might not be too bad at all. But once we've got so far, the helper can take over here and I'll finish off the stones, because we'll need to finish off that bit the other side of the tree before we get there with the seeder. Need to make sure every part of this is covered with grass seed. I want a good yield off this field to get the silage. It will get stuck. I don't think it will get stuck. I think it will just miss a bit and then it will start extending a bit again when it gets to the other side of it. Having said that, it looks like it's about to drive straight into it, so... Oof. Well, it didn't get stuck. It went through the bush side. I don't know. You might be right, Jody. It might get stuck. But yeah, we can use this little patch over there to make the hay still. And this big patch here can be used to make the silage, which we can sell first off. Get some money into the account. And then once the cows have come of age and they're producing milk, we can start giving them TMR. That's another thing we need to save the money for, a TMR mixer. Right, I'm going to put that on a worker. And I'm going to take this off a worker. Because we want to go get the stones over here. It's looking good at the minute. It's 61% full. So in all honesty, it may well get the whole field into one, or the whole of the two fields into one hopper load on here. I could be wrong. How did you survive the big field with the smallest mower ever on the roleplay series? It wasn't too bad, to be perfectly honest. It was quite therapeutic just to keep going up and down the field and eating away at it slowly. Obviously though, that wouldn't have made a very good video just to spend an hour or so mowing. But I think it was worth it. It was worth it. Let's come up with some good videos. Wow, we've been going an hour already. It does not feel that long. It really doesn't. Although it's getting hot in this room. I have to shut the door, you see, for acoustic purposes. And it doesn't half heat up. It's a small room with quite a big radiator, and you have to have the heating on to keep the rest of the house warm, where there are other people. So it doesn't half get hot in here. Doesn't help the computer either, I don't think, but that's got enough cooling fans. Thank you. Yep, survival roleplay is one of the things that I'm most proud of. Although I do enjoy every single series that I do. I'm really enjoying this one actually. And I was a bit apprehensive about it to start with, because obviously on the other series I can do time lapses. When you're doing big jobs like this, a time lapse is a godsend, because you can sit back and relax and get it done. But at this on this series, I've got to talk through the whole thing. And at the moment, that's not proving to be too difficult. Say what you want about that. But on the other series, where I'm just recording and not having any interaction from you guys, that would be a bit tricky. I think I might fail quite miserably on that front. Right, I think I will go once around the outside here and then start going up and down again. But yeah, we're gonna have to find a place to put these rocks, aren't we? Come on, wildlife, out of the way. Busy here. Yeah, a lot of work goes into survival roleplay. When I initially started the channel, which was about 8 months ago, I want to say 8 months ago, all I had was the roleplay series, and I didn't do anything else. I played the game, but I didn't record anything else that was going on. and now I'm doing one a day just to keep up. There is another map that I want to do a couple on, and I think I'm going to have to chuck some extra episodes in at the weekend on Hofbergman. So Hofbergman is not available through Mod Hub. It's not on console or anything like that. It's only a download from the modder's website, and it is a hugely interactive map. It's not a huge map. It's not big, but it's incredibly interactive in terms of all the productions and everything. There is a cow barn there. There is goats, just similar to Bally Spring really, where you can get goats and calves, and you can get all the different animal types. You get foals. The worker is glitching. I didn't think so. He's doing alright, isn't he? Seems to be doing okay. Where is he glitching? I can always go around and fill in any bits that he hasn't managed to do afterwards anyway. Yeah, so as I said, Hofbergman, absolutely incredible looking map. And I definitely want to do something on that, but obviously I'm already doing it one video a day just to keep up with the current demand. When I get back from holiday, I'll only be like 2 or 3 days ahead with my recordings, which I kind of want to keep for a lot of them, because when you guys comment on the videos, I like to be able to respond in the next episode if I can. Especially if you're making like suggestions and things like that, it'd be really good. But yeah, in the meantime, I think I might stick an extra 2 episodes in at the weekend. You're confused, Jodie. What are you confused about? This isn't the worker in the Massey. This is me now. I've put the worker in the cedar over there, and I've jumped over to the stone picker. Try and stay ahead of the game, so that when the cedar catches up, it's not going over stony bits. Is that what confused you? Sorry if that's the case. %90 of a hopper. Maybe we're not going to fit this whole field into one hopper. It looks like I'm going to have to find somewhere to empty it fairly soon. At the moment, we'll just have to put all the stones in a pile on the ground. Just nip over and get this one. Right, let's go and empty these. Oh, I don't want to drive over the seed. Yeah, the worker has missed a little bit around the edge, but we can go and get that afterwards. That's not a problem. Right. Where shall I put the stones? Shall I put them all just here? This might be worth it. There we go. Yep, that'll do nicely. Nice pile of stones there, no problem whatsoever. Am I going to get a lime factory? I don't know. I might. I know that I can sell the stones up the quarry, which is just up the road. But I don't know if I get any lime back in return. I might do. We'll go and have a look at some point. We might just pop up there once we've finished picking the stones. Because I know that they've got a debris crusher up there, so I can get something for them. But I don't know if I'll get any lime back in the process. Probably, maybe. We'll go have a look. We'll take the tractor up there after this while the workers carrying on with the seeding. In the meantime, all these stones need to be added to the pile. Yeah, yeah, don't miss work on my account. Yes, but yes, thank God it's Friday. Friday for you, Thursday evening for us, but I go on holiday tomorrow, so it is pretty much my Friday, which is fantastic. Thank you very much, Bendercat, and hopefully we'll see you in 2 weeks when we come back. Have a good scream. So once again, the stream health has been absolutely excellent. I hope the video's coming through really well your end. I was so impressed with how it behaved in the first episode last week. OBS is just absolutely the tool to use. NVIDIA Shadowplay didn't have a clue when I tried it on the fully electric farm. In fact, those videos are fairly embarrassing. Thursday afternoon there, is it? Ronald, whereabouts are you from? Oh. That is all the stones picked up. Some might say boring job. I would tend to agree with that, but it wasn't necessarily a bad job. A job that needed to be done. Illinois, wow. Well, hello from Illinois. I mean, hello to Illinois. I am not from Illinois. As you may have been able to tell, I'm from the UK. We'll add to this pile down here. There we go. That's a little nest egg for future. So what we'll do, that fence there. Hopefully we'll get some more vehicles pop up in these vehicle sales soon. But we're going to return the stone picker. Don't know why I pressed that. So, so now the seeder, or the helper, has started missing a few things, which is fine. We'll let him carry on, and when we come back we will continue. But yes, let's go up and have a look at the quarry, which will be up out the farm and turn left. Might as well take this track. Never been up here before. This is a field that I'd like to own. Cracking field there, right next to my farm. Huge field. That would be a great to own, that would. But once again, it's all potatoes. Okay, is this the road to the quarry? I think it is. Let's go and have a look. Not going to hurt to go and have a look, is it? Never been up here before. In fact, most of the map I've never visited before. We've just been to our farm and down the road to the shop, and that's it so far. This road seems to go off sort of away from the place I tagged. So maybe it's not this way. Maybe this is just a forest track. Unless it bends all the way around to the left, which it looks like it's doing. What we got up here then? So this is... Oh, we've got some sheds up here, for, I assume, for forestry equipment. Does this track carry on, or does it just sort of peter into some sort of cliff? Oh no, it does carry on. Okay. Well, it stopped carrying on now. Oh, a nice little lake. Well, would you look at that? Time for a swim? Hello, MT Podcast. Thank you for joining. Well, that's cooled me off nicely. But we're certainly not where it said the certainly not where it said the debris crusher might be. But that's because I took the wrong road. So let's go and find the right road, which we need to go back up here. And I think head around the road a little bit further. But it was nice to see this place. It was a nice little place to visit. But what I need to know is where the debris crusher is. And do I get lime out of it? Is it a lime production as well? I just don't know. Was that a road that disappeared up that way? You know what? Let's just go around the... Yeah, let's just go around the road. Because it's more likely to be just off the road than it is through a forest track. Having said that, it is... Oh, there it is. There you go. Here it is. Oh, bye, Jodie. Aha! So, no. It is just a debris crusher. There is no functionality for lime. I think with the first lot of stones, we'll just bring it up here and get a little bit of money back. I don't see the point in getting a lime producer. Well, I say that, but there is a huge point in getting a lime producer, and that's to get the lime. What to do, I don't know. Let's go back and see how the workers getting on with the seeding. Hi William, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. See you soon, Jodie. Thank you once again for joining in. So for those who may have may just be joining or may have missed it so far, we have put... Oh, worker D's completed their task. I don't believe that for a second. No, I'm right not to believe that. Okay, let's pop this tractor away over here. There we go. And then we'll jump into the other one. There it is. Okay, well that's missed quite a lot. Well, let's go and carry on, shall we? Doing alright for seed still at the minute, 84%. So we haven't got to worry about that. So yeah, as I was saying, so we have cultivated this field. We bought a cultivator, cultivated this field, which was the stubble left over from the harvest last time. Can't actually remember whether that was wheat or barley. Some of you might, I can't. Either way, that's in the silo waiting for the decent prices, so we'll be able to check if it's wheat or barley. This is now going to be grass field, and that is because we want to fill the silage pit up and do silage. The fields have both been stone picked with a leased stone picker, and the pile of stones is over there ready to sell or take to the debris crusher at some point. And the workers not been doing too badly until that point where you just joined us after we started. Hello Wolf Boy, how are you doing? Love my videos, great content, thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. I enjoy making the videos, so I'm glad you enjoy watching them. Not really sure what went on there on that bit, but the worker seems to have seeded a random patch on that line. So, get this tricky bit done around here, and then start going up and down again. I think we'll save selling the stones for next time. The other thing I need to tell all the people who've just joined is that if the keen-eyed of you will have seen that I've put in a scheduled in episode 3 of the live stream, and it is not next week. And the reason for that is I am on holiday for a week. All the regular videos will come out as normal. They're all recorded, sitting there waiting to go, all uploaded and ready to go. But obviously live stream is going to be a bit more difficult for me to do while I'm on holiday. So I'm going to go and have a holiday, and then I'm going to come back fresher with some more ideas for survival roleplay stories. And live stream will be back on the Thursday of that week as well. I'm really enjoying this live stream series, and I'm loving interacting with you all. You see my videos when playing and modding. I've tried watching videos while I'm playing at the same time, and it doesn't really work for me. I just can't concentrate, and I end up driving into trees and stuff. But hey, if you can do it, that's great stuff. I will keep doing the videos, so don't worry about that. Where am I going on holiday? Go to Wales with the dogs. Nice week away in Wales with the dogs. We always try and go away for a week in March with the dogs, because at that time of the year they can still go on the beach, and they absolutely love the beach. They love running around, barking and digging. Got 2 German Shepherds, extremely vocal and extremely playful, even though they're both 9 years old now, which is not a bad age for a German Shepherd. Right, it's going to take a little while for us to do this seeding. I think the that we're going to get this seeding done, and that will probably be the end of today's episode. doesn't seem like we've been going an hour and a half, but we have. And I think I'll get the stones sold in the next one. Hi Luke, how are you doing? Wolf Boy, 3 screens side by side to watch videos as you play. I'd still get distracted, crash into trees. I've got 3 screens side by side as well, but I've got OBS on one of them. I've got the game on the middle screen, and then I've got the task manager on the other screen, so I can see which stuff's about to overheat and how my graphics card's doing. Which I shouldn't really need to know, but it's good to have it on the screen. Although having said that, obviously while I'm live streaming right now, I've got you guys on that screen, so no task manager for me. Right then, do I put that back on a worker? Go on, chap, I wasn't really in the way. Blocked by an object. Is that all I am to you now? An object. Oof. Right, what we can do is pop the front loader back onto the Massey and go and get a bucket. We're also going to need the weight. There we go, that's the weight picked up. Thanks Ronald, I love making the roleplay. William, you've been gone for a while. What did you miss? What point did you go, William? We have been up to the quarry and had a look. The stone crusher up there is just a stone crusher, so there's no lime from that. It might be worth me looking at getting the stone crusher. Oh no, but that's a mod. I can't get the stone crusher that makes lime because it's a mod, and we're not using mod on this channel for when I open it up as a multiplayer experience. So yeah, we will be taking the stones up to the stone crusher and getting whatever measly pay we can there for them. So yeah, the only mod on this game is the map. It's a cross-play map, and I'm going to open it all up to multiplayer in a couple of months' time, once I've built my server, got it all sorted and ready, so then you guys can play as well if you want to. So William, what else have we missed? We've put the oilseed radish into the field on this side as a cover crop. We have finished all the stone picking, which was marvellous. We have started putting grass into the other field. Now that the worker's currently carrying on with that. Still the Fent in there. The worker's currently carrying on with that. Front loader tools, that's what I want. Universal bucket. Yes, I want a bucket, don't I? Lovely. There we go. Not going to be able to drive unless I get in the tractor, am I? So yeah, so that's what you've missed, William. It was all very exciting. But, oh dear. That's not what I meant to do. Clearly wasn't lined up properly. There, that's better. So this bucket's going to be useful for when we're doing the silage, and for now when we're doing the stones. I say now. I don't really mean now, do I? We're going to do the stones now? Nah, we'll do it first time next time, but we do need the bucket ready for that. Because we'll also need the Fent with the trailer on the back to be able to take that up and empty it. That was a nice sneaky little way into the field over there. Follow that dirt track down and round. Don't have to drive through the farmyard then. And you will have all noticed how I have not clipped the bridge this time so far. I'm saying that now because I don't plan on driving past it again. Yeah. Oh. He stopped again. Super. Well, that can go there. We're going to have to finish this off because workers seem to be inept. As we all know. Oh yes, I did take a swim in the pond. That's right, we took a wrong turn. We took a wrong turn towards the stone crusher. And we found a lovely little pond which we had a nice swim in. Congratulations on not crashing repeatedly into the bridge this week. Thank you. I see that as a personal achievement and one of my main goals for this series. Not to crash into the bridge and turn the tractor over. And this week I have achieved. Bet it won't be the same next week. Bet it won't. Right. So, not a huge amount left to go. But times 5 seems to be a good time speed for this, because we get the whole day done in about 2 hours. And if I haven't finished streaming in 2 hours, then I need that reminder, like the sun going down, to stop me doing it. Thing is, I get carried away and I enjoy it too much. Only 10 of us left, sadly. Well, there's 12. 12 of you. There was 22 at one point, which was great. Overall, I don't know if people have gone and then come back, but there's been 285 views so far, which I think is pretty good. Pretty good. But I'm not surprised there's only 10 of you left, because we are now an hour and 37 minutes into it. But you've really got to be good to stick it out with me for this long, especially as I'm only driving up and down a field. I do like this little cedar. It's good. And this is a big old field to be using it on. Well, I say that, it's actually not. It's not that big, is it? It's more awkward than big. Quite a heavy one though. Probably should get some wheel weights on this tractor. I know you can, because I've had them on there on other series. Am I getting the likes? Yes, well, I've got 21 likes so far out of 288. It's not bad. You are my greatest admirers. You know what? It's nice to have you guys. I do appreciate you. I really do. Without you, I would just be a man sitting at his desk talking to himself. Which people have been put away for. But thanks to you guys, that isn't going to happen. Certainly getting on pretty well with the field now. It's looking pretty good. Once it starts growing, I would say next month. I don't think... will we get a cut off it in November? No, we won't. We won't get a cut off it in November because it won't grow enough. It won't have grown enough. That's better. Come on. Proper English. This is a weird question. The map... Greenwich. Are you sure it's not Greenwich? No. Oh, is it Greenwich? Greenwich. I don't know. I've never heard of it. Is that a map from a real place in England? Honestly, I can't answer that. I've got no idea. I've never even heard of the map. Greenwich. No. I've got no idea. Oh, you've tried to find Greenwich on the map. I will almost guarantee you that even if it is based on a real place, it probably won't be called the same as the real place. I would think. But I'll be honest, I've not even heard of the map Greenwich. So if you could maybe leave me a comment with the link to it, then I can go and have a look and see what I think. But yeah, I haven't even heard of that map. Oh, I've realised that I was chatting earlier about Hofbergman. Oh, I didn't get to finish what I wanted to say. So yeah, so like I said, it's a German map. It is customised to the max. It's something that I definitely want to have a look at and maybe do a mini series on. Yeah, I mean it's really interactive in terms of productions. So you can have all the different animals like goats, sheep, different types of pigs, different types of cows. There is a butcher's shop there that you can sell the animals to. It's very realistic, and when you set it to selling, they open up the doors and start selling the meat. It's brilliant. There is also like goat's milk and cow's milk, and it's all individual hand churns and things like that. And you can move from section to section. There's even a beer production bit where you do all the fermentation and the different processes of making beer, as well as the grapes and making wine in the different procedures as well, different sections. And yes, Carmsden is based on the real farm. I know that because I don't actually live too far from Carmsden. And yes, I am from England. Not sure what I said that made you think otherwise. But yes, I am from England. All I'm missing is rabbits. Well, I wouldn't even know how you implement them all. I've tried doing a bit of modding, and I've just broken things. I can edit a map. That's about as far as it goes for me. Yeah, can't wait for Court Farm as well. Yeah. I have heard, and make sure you tell everybody you can, but I have heard that I think Robert Scythe is thinking of doing a Series 2 on Court Farms after the early years, or the early life. Right, we have finished seeding the grass field. And the grass field plus the The grass field plus the little field over there that we did with oilseed radish has only used 73% of the hopper, which is absolutely fantastic. Very low seed using crops. Right, now let's put, where am I going to put the cedar? Yeah, there you go. We can put it in here. That'll be alright. And then we can put the bags next to it when I get those. See, yeah, there is a lot of gossip going on about Robert, isn't there? Yeah, he's definitely one to watch, I think. But yeah, he's definitely going to be coming to Court Farms at some point for Series 2, which is the follow-on from the Calmsden series. Right. Superb. Pop this tractor in here. There we go. Right, I'm quite pleased with that. Let's just check on the cows and see how they're getting on. So, they've got a little bit of hay. Hopefully we'll get another cut off that little field then this year, and they'll get enough hay to get through the winter. Would hope you would. In November it should be ready to cut again. Even if it's not fully grown, it should be in the growth stage before that. So hopefully it'll be alright. They've made 100 litres of slurry today. Go cows. Plenty of straw. They're doing well. These two are going to be producing milk, and then when the Angus cows are old enough, we'll take them and sell them. Maybe get some more. Right. So, it's been a good day. The field that we've got over the other side here is now got a cover crop in, ready for winter. This field over here has got grass seed in it. Nope. Over here has got grass seed in it. And we're going to have a week off the live stream, so I can have a holiday. But we will be back the week after that, and our first job will be getting rid of those stones. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me through this live stream. And I look forward to seeing you all when I come back from holiday. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.